An example of my practice that reflects this relates to ACEL Standard 4.3, which requires graduate teachers to demonstrate knowledge of practical approaches to managing challenging behaviour. When teaching a grade 4 class this year, I had one particularly challenging student who was a boy a little bit more confident than his peers, who despite getting his work done to a great standard and showing a keen interest in learning, was incredibly distracting to those around him, which I could immediately see was impacting their learning. One of the days that this was happening often happened to be his birthday. Rather than using any methods to punish him, I came up with the idea of the birthday throne. I moved a table into the corner of the classroom away from the other students and set up a comfortable chair with cushions and allowed him to sit there with one friend for the day, with the understanding that he would get no warnings should his behaviour continue and he would have to move back to his table. He was overjoyed to be given a special privilege and immediately began to behave in a much more mature way in order to stay on his throne. Despite a few moments of jealousy from the other students, this was the most productive day I had on my placement in terms of whole class learning. I believe that it is a teacher's job to make students comfortable and inspire them to learn and develop a thirst for knowledge, which is far more imperative than the ability to show dominance over them. This lack of a dominating demeanour certainly didn't hinder any disciplinary action that needed to be taken, however, as connecting with children on their level appeared to be far more effective than speaking down to them. After the student's birthday, when he had returned to his table, I found I got much more respect from him and his behaviour improved throughout the rest of the placement. I believe this is because I gained his trust and he saw that I had his best interests at heart, which is not something I would have achieved had I simply told him off or given him a form of punishment.